Hey everybody, welcome to Justin Talks Puppets 2, and today I'm back with another video. I'm gonna show you my collection of all my Playhouse Disney Stanley collection. Stanley, the series came out back in 2001, and I remember growing up with the show. Such a classic and awesome show about a kid named Stanley and a few of his pets, and the great big book of everything, where you learn about the history of animals and what they do and what they are and how they work and operate. And so, yeah, it was pretty awesome preschool educational show for kids. The first thing we have right here is this Playhouse Disney Stanley Hop to It Disney DVD, making cleanup fun. As you can see, there's Stanley, his goldfish Dennis, a couple of the animals around him. So happy to find it in the thrift store. Really cool is that when we found this, it actually had already come with the inserts on the inside, which is also really cool because I actually remember living in California, currently living in California. I remember that at Disney California Adventure, the other theme park across from Disneyland, you could actually see Stanley and all the other Playhouse Disney characters in the Playhouse Disney Live on Stage show. If you visited the Playhouse Disney show, we were all kind of scared of the giant gorilla that arrived on stage, the puppet gorilla, but it was cool to see Stanley in puppet form along with his goldfish Dennis. Then there's a parent's guide with activities, and it would just explain to parents about each show that their kids were watching at the time on Playhouse Disney. Definitely some of my most favorite shows are on here, like Bear in the Big Blue House, Stanley, Out of the Box, and another one of my favorites, Roly Poly Oly, The Book of Pooh, and of course, PB&J Otter and The Wiggles. This is like a little time capsule of the time of growing up as a kid watching these shows. Of course, we have the insert to the DVD, which is Stanley Hop to It. They tell you about all the menu features that are along with the DVD, and then of course the bonus material. So they have Make Your Very Own Great Big Book of Everything, featuring wild animals, Stanley's theme song, which is performed by the Baha Men. Little fun fact on. And then, yeah, so that's just the front cover of the DVD. So these three books we actually found at our local thrift store. This is the Stanley Tyrannosaurus Rex book, learning about a bunch of, learning about dinosaurs and the Tyrannosaurus Rex. There's the Playhouse Disney logo right there. And there's Stanley, Dog Harry, and his cat, Elsie. Friends, Stanley and his brother. So a bunch of different fun pages in here. Here's the back. So I'm telling you all the other Stanley fun activity books you can collect. The previous owner of this book had already kind of played connect the dots. But as you go through the book, a lot of awesome artwork throughout the book, reminiscent of the show. Here's the back of the book. Stanley's just wild about dinosaurs and explains to you all about the book. Another Stanley themed book that we found at the thrift store, the Daddy Lion, so you learn all about lions. What I also really like about this book is that they really like promoting the Playhouse Disney Live on Stage show at Disney California Adventure. So as you see, they decided to tell you about it there. Here's Stanley and his dad, Dennis. A couple of the other fun artwork, and if Stanley, in the episode, I believe he becomes actually a lion. Okay. And then here he is in his famous tiger pajamas. Here they show you other books that you can collect and buy. Back, here's the book of everything. I actually found also at the thrift store. My dad actually found this, so props. Shout out to my dad. And this book is called Shark Mad Stanley by Griff. Stanley has a thing about penguins. Telling you all about Stanley and why he loves animals. This is actually a book that Jim Jenkins, creator of Stanley, creator of the show Stanley, saw this book, read this book by the author, and fell in love with the artwork in these books, Shark Mad Stanley books, and that's what gave him and Disney the idea to create this into an actual series. So I don't know if anybody knows that, but that's probably why you don't see any Disney logos on this book, because these books are actually what helped inspire the show. We found that out through our friends over at Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show when they interviewed Jim Jenkins, so definitely go check out that video. But yeah, I was really surprised to know that. So I thought this was also really cool. Shout out to my dad for scoring once again. I actually found this at our local Savers Thrift. This is a 24-piece Stanley Puzzle. Right here, Playhouse Disney, Stanley, there, and there. Alright, so it took me some time, but I was actually able to finally complete the puzzle. Note to self, make sure you're doing it on a flat surface. Thought this was a flat surface, but I guess not. Here it is. 24-piece Stanley Puzzle in all its glory, with Stanley riding on the back of a tiger with Dennis and himself in tow. And what's also really cool part of the Stanley collection is that my parents and I would visit the Disney store on a regular, so I ended up getting this Disney store, as you can see from the tag here, the Disney store, Stanley Plush with his tiger pajamas on, as he's seen in the show, and he's very soft and plush. And you know, over the years he's got a little bit of wear to him, but he's still in good condition. I have his goldfish, Dennis. I can't forget about him. And he is also from the Disney store. Got him from the Disney store along with Stanley. The other two famous pets from the show who sing the Great Big Book of Everything theme song, Harry the dog, which is also from the Disney store. Elsie, who is the cat. And she is also, we brought her from the Disney store as well when I was a little kid. So, Disney store. They are there. So you got the two main guys. So I forgot about this plush in the collection. This is the Stanley Applause plush. And he's made different. He's actually made to pose. So you can actually pose him. He's got posable legs, posable hands and arms. This is kind of like his normal look in the show with his signature red shirt. So there's Stanley with his hair and everything, and then the back of his big head, and then the tag down here says applause. And last but not least, going along with this collection, I actually went online to Google and looked up some old coloring pages from different Playhouse Disney shows. So as you can see, I have like Roly Poly Oly over here. I have Roly Poly Oly, JoJo's Circus, and I of course had to download Stanley coloring pages that you could either get from PlayhouseDisney.com. So there's him and Dennis, and then there's him and Dennis again. There's multiple other pages that you can, get, but this was perfect. I thought that was cool. Him jumping into the Great Big Book of Everything with holding Dennis, and of course another one of my favorite shows, PB&J Otter. But yep, Stanley is the man. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed my collection of all the Stanley merchandise that I've collected and currently still want to collect, hopefully for the new year. Let me know in the comments below, what are some Playhouse Disney collectible merchandise, media, or DVDs that you have in your collection. I would love to see them. Share them with me through video or even on Instagram. Tag me at Justin Talks Puppets on Instagram with all your fun photos of your Playhouse Disney collection, no matter how big or small. And let me know what you find. Again, I'm still always on the hunt for new Playhouse Disney merch of any kind, but definitely had to cover Stanley. And yes, he technically counts as a puppet because he was in the Playhouse Disney show, live on stage show, as a puppet. So do me a favor, go check out this video that's popping up on the screen. I think you'll enjoy it, and I will see you over there. Until next time, see you later.